A case eerily similar to Delhi's infamous Burari deaths has rocked India's capital city once again. Last evening, at exactly 8:55 p.m., the Delhi Police Control Room received what seemed like a regular distress call. The person on the other end said that their neighbors, a woman and her two daughters, were not opening the door of the house that had been locked from inside. Soon, the station house officer and some cops left for Vasant Vihar and reached the spot. Upon reaching there, they broke open the door of the house. But as soon as the door opened, the cops were left shell-shocked because of what they saw inside this flat located in South Delhi's busy neighborhood. They found a woman in her late 50s and her two daughters lying on the bed. It looked like they were in deep sleep initially inside one of the bedrooms of the flat. The angiti or the coal fire was burning beside them, and the house resembled a virtual gas chamber filled with smoke. And as the police team made its way inside the bedroom to closely inspect the three women, it turned out that all three of them had been long dead. But these were no ordinary deaths. Upon investigating the scene, the cops soon began to unravel spine-chilling details of a planned mass suicide by an educated and urban family of Delhi. The police revealed that they found suicide notes and a warning sign on the wall of the house that read "gas chamber" in bold capital letters. The note was taped to the wall of the house to alert the people about the presence of hazardous gas in the house, and it gave instructions to open the windows and switch on the fan as soon as somebody entered the house. The police found a total of 4 suicide notes besides the bodies of these 3 women that reveal shocking details of how exactly they plotted their own deaths in a way that when their bodies would be discovered, they would be exactly in the manner that they wanted. And the most surprising is that the ladies were mindful of the disaster that discovering their bodies could cause, and so all the notes were meticulously written. In one of the suicide notes, there were clear instructions to anyone who entered the flat that they should not light a matchstick, candle or a lighter, as that could spark a fire. It read, "Too much deadly gas, carbon monoxide inside. It's flammable. Please ventilate the room by opening the window and opening the fan. Do not light match, candle or anything. Be careful while removing the curtain because room is full of hazardous gas. Do not inhale. Open the inside window from outside." The detailed suicide note, written in clear, error-free English, had chilling details on what to do after they were dead, but there is no clarity if any of these notes had information on why these 3 women took such a drastic step of locking themselves inside a gas chamber. The police found that the knob of a gas cylinder was also left open, and 3 small scented candles were kept in the bedroom along with the angiti. It is suspected that the women died due to suffocation, as per the DCP of Southwest Delhi. Now, police found that all doors, windows and ventilators in the flat were packed with a foil-like substance to ensure that no smoke escapes the room and no one can see what is going on inside. The women had ordered all this material online. Police found that the cooking gas cylinder's knob was also turned on and the angiti was actually left burning, a deadly combination that could have eventually blown up the entire building had the police not reached on time. The coal fire and the lack of ventilation must have led to the buildup of poisonous carbon monoxide inside the room, slowly and surely killing the 3 women. One of the women was identified as 55-year-old Manju Srivastava, and her 2 daughters were 26-year-old Anshika and 30-year-old Ankita, who was fondly known as Anku within her family. But why did these 3 ladies enter into what clearly looked like a suicide pact? The house help and neighbours have told the police that Manju's husband, Umesh Chandra Srivastava, had died of COVID in April last year, and since then the family had never been the same again. The 3 ladies, who were once happy, outgoing and like any other regular family, had been living in a very depressed state of mind after the death of Umesh Srivastava. Police also found that Manju had not been keeping well since quite some time now and had been confined to her bed. This had further deteriorated their mental health condition. The president of the society, M. David, told news agency ANI that the family turned the house into a smoke chamber. Manju's husband, Umesh, was the owner of this house number 207 in the building that looked like it needed some serious repairs from the outside, and the family had been living there since quite a few years. Police said that they are investigating the case further and the bodies of all three women have been sent for post-mortem. The forensic team is also collecting evidence and fingerprints to rule out any foul play. However, prima facie, the Delhi police is looking at this case as a clear case of suicide. Friends, this was an affluent urban family living in a crowded, well-to-do neighborhood of South Delhi. Yet the telltale signs of their deteriorating mental health were perhaps ignored. The women were aware of what they were doing and had planned their deaths down to the T. Depression, mental illness, and suicidal thoughts are a reality. The past few years have especially been very hard on all of us. We have lost our loved ones, friends, and members of extended families. We have seen how fragile life is and continue to watch depressing news day in and day out, stories of a modern day war, mass destruction, and humanitarian crisis. Apart from natural disasters and global warming that continue to wreak havoc in our lives. It's a tough life and we all need some reassuring words of support. There is no harm or shame in seeking help or helping those who you think need support. There are 24/7 helplines available across India. If you need support or know someone who does need support or needs to talk to someone, please reach out to your nearest mental health specialist. We are also leaving some contact details in the description. Meanwhile, you can leave your thoughts about this shockingly depressing story coming out of Delhi that once again underlines the stark reality of the times we live in. Connect with me on Instagram and on Facebook where we can chat about this story or anything else under the sun. The handle is @ReviewRon. I'm available on Twitter as @Ronak Kotecha. Like, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon if you find our videos worth it. If you don't like our videos, let us know how we can improve. But either ways, thank you so much for watching this one. Please take care of yourself and those around you. Jai Hind.